And I'm Army Specialist Peter Dallay. Blue skies and summer temperatures were the ideal settings for today's Allied Forces Parade. Allied or Americans with their French and British allies were out in full force, showing their combined and unified colors to thousands of onlookers. The parade ran smoothly and according to schedule, with spectators and participants alike enjoying the event. With a complete parade story, here's AFN's Bedford C. Vickers.
Despite some rumors that there might be a demonstration during today's Allied Forces Day Parade, there was not one. In fact, there were many cheers being heard from the crowd. Over 1,500 policemen lined the streets in both full riot gear and plain clothes after several groups in the city had called for a demonstration protesting the parade. However, the numbers of those against the Allied Forces Day Parade was evident because as each unit passed, cheers could be heard coming from the crowd as they showed their approval for the Allies in West Berlin. A spokesman for the Allied Staff Berlin had earlier explained to the reporters that the parade was organized to show the Berliners they appreciate the support they had given them throughout the year. There were a few incidents barring the parade. Anti-nuclear protesters threw small pictures along the street depicting the physical harm nuclear fallout could cause. And on the reverse side, there was a phrase saying, "Remember Hiroshima." One British tank was hit with what seemed to be a paint-filled balloon, and a group of protesters tried to block the parade route, but police were able to quickly escort them away. At least 4 protesters were detained and put into a police van before the parade started. But for the most part, the parade went as planned, and many Berliners waved American flags as they watched the soldiers go by in a warm, late spring sun. There were some cheers and some chants heard from the crowd today on the 17th of June street as the marching soldiers and mechanized units drove by. Reporting for AFN News, I'm Air Force Sergeant Bedford C. Vickers.